All right, fuckers. There's Biggie is asleep. He's not happy about me doing this. Second take as well because I was just rambling. I like wrestling, and if you like wrestling, and wrestling is now on Netflix, then you've come to the right place. You may not have even come to this place. It may just come up on your news feed. But, there's always a but. It's now available to a wider audience and for free or included with your Netflix subscription. And if you are thinking about taking in some of the wrestling, then I know where you should start. I'm a big fan of wrestling and I have been for many years. I came back to it a few years ago and I am very happy that it's on Netflix. And there's a lot on there. So if you're thinking about watching the wrestling and you don't know where to start, because it goes back to like the 80s, some of it, then I'm going to tell you where to start. And you should listen to me because I'm fucking right. But also, I watch a lot of it. And I've been watching a lot of it for a while and recently. So the different eras, right? In wrestling, there's different eras and they're called different names. Anything with Hulk Hogan, sort of 80s and early 90s, I think that's called the golden era. What you want to look out for is the 18 to 30 type era, which is when I started watching it as a kid, which was I thought it was so badass, which is called the Attitude Era, which is when they were doing the hardcore. So there was, back in the day, there was three main companies, there was WWF, WCW, and ECW, right? I don't want to go into the whole history of it because it's complicated, but ECW was run by a guy called Paul Heyman, who was involved in some of the later WWF stuff, or WWE. He set up a rogue sort of like badass, avant-garde, forward-thinking. Basically, they smashed the fuck out of each other with tables, burning tables, barbed wire. It was really, really cool. But because it was so cool, it got such a cult following. All the big companies then caught on and kind of drove ECW out of business, which is kind of sad. They nicked all their best talent. However, we don't have ECW on here, but what we do have is the WWF post-ECW era. So basically all that thing where they were smashing the fuck out of each other, that then translates into the Attitude Era, which is the time period of like 1999 to sort of like 2003. That's like the 18 to 30 era, which anyone should start there. The only thing I would caveat that in saying, the first place, the entry level is kind of like Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble is the one where you get one person goes into a ring every 2 minutes, and then you have to throw them over the top, and the one that lasts the longest doesn't get thrown out wins. That's a really good place to start. If you've never watched wrestling before, it's kind of just fun. It's silly. They just get thrown over the top. That's cool. Royal Rumble. So the Royal Rumbles from like, I would fast forward to the end thing of the Royal Rumble. I wouldn't watch the undercard. I'll do another video about it, about which undercard, because there's some really, really good matches that like showcase really technical talent. There's one, for example, 1992 SummerSlam with Bret Hart and the British Bulldog at Wembley. That's really, really, really good technically. And it's the British Bulldog, who I think was from Leeds. He is fighting Bret Hart, who was like the big thing. That's really cool. 1992 SummerSlam main event. There's the TLC match, which is tables, ladders, and chairs, which is the post ECW WWF. SummerSlam 2001 TLC match with the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian. Hey Siri, what year was the first TLC match at SummerSlam in the WWF?
I found this on the web.
It's 2000. Okay, so 2000 is widely considered one of the best years. Any of the big pay-per-views from 2000 are going to be really good if for post Royal Rumble wrestling watching, basically. So it's tables, ladders, and chairs, and they're really good. It was like they were changing the game. So there's the WrestleMania. WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl. It's like the big one. So you've got WrestleMania from 2000, the Edge and Christian, Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys, TLC matches. Really, really, really entertaining. Really, really, really cool. So you've got the SummerSlam 1992. You've got anything basically from the Attitude Era, which is 99 to like 2003. You've got the TLC match from SummerSlam 2000. You've got what else did I say? It's really hard to keep this video short. Fucking hell. Stone Cold, people to watch out for: Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, The Rock. Everyone will know The Rock. The Rock was big after Stone Cold Steve Austin left, so sort of 99, 2000, sort of late 2000s before he went into Hollywood. I'm trying to think what other good matches there are. Anything with No Way Outs are generally good. Rikishi, there's a No Way Out from 2000. 2000, anything from 2000. Any of the big, which the pay-per-view things, anything from 2000 is going to be good. There's No Way Out from 2000 where Rikishi gets super kicked off the top of the Hell in the Cell, which is like this big steel structure. They can't get out. They do get out. That's cool. I probably should have researched it before I did it, but I'm just rolling. I'm just going off the cuff. I'm just rolling with the punches. What did Ronan Keating say? He said nothing about punching, but he said life is a roller coaster. You just have to ride it. And in so doing so, I have watched lots of wrestling, and The Rock is heavily involved. Anything from 2010 to 2020, I would kind of probably avoid. It's really lame. Call it the PG era. It's just aimed at kids. 1999 Attitude Era to sort of like 2002 is 18 to 30. So they get away with more. There's a storyline with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon. There's actually a Stone Cold Steve Austin selection on Netflix here. The newer stuff is Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes storyline's quite good. Again, I'm not that plugged in. The only good thing about the PG era was Dave Bautista. John Cena was really big, but I never really thought he was very cool. Anything with Cactus Jack, anything from the Attitude Era with Cactus Jack or Mankind. There's one Hell in the Cell with Undertaker and Mankind, and he throws Mankind off the top of the Hell in the Cell into a table. That's pretty badass. Start with Royal Rumble, then go to the year 2000, do SummerSlam and do WrestleMania. Look at 1992 SummerSlam main event from Wembley. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. The Rikishi one, that's No Way Out 2000. There's a really good match with Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit, who some of you might know because he was in the media for Naughty Business. Well, I say Naughty Business, he topped himself and his family, but let's not get into that. I'm not very good at these videos because I kind of just roll with it. You gotta take your time. You gotta say what you say. No Mercy from 2000. That's good. That's got Rikishi in it. I like Rikishi. Later down the line, anything with Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero is very good. The Invasion storyline from 2001, which is when WCW got bought out by WWF. That's good. They could have done better with it, but there was contract issues. And yeah, anything Royal Rumble. And then, yeah, basically, and The Undertaker, Kane, Kurt Angle, the whole Money in the Bank thing's a bit gay. Ruthless Aggression's quite good. Booker T, Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, yeah. Classics, Bret the Hitman Hart, very, very, very good. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. I'm nicking that from boxing. Randy Orton. One thing about the PGA, Randy Orton's very talented. He's a very good wrestler. Obviously, everybody knows Hulk Hogan. Yeah. I think that's your lot for now. I don't want to... I'm conscious that this is 9 minutes and no one's going to watch it anyway, so... What am I doing, really? But if you do watch it, and you do get to the end, and you do like wrestling, Triple H, D-Generation X, Shawn Michaels, Hell in the Cell, TLC, Everything else I would avoid, probably, 'cause it's a bit shit. But there are some very, very, very good bits. Anything with Cactus Jack, with barbed wire. There you go. And if anyone does last the whole 10 minutes, give me a like and subscribe. No, I'm joking, it's Instagram. Let's go wrestling.